Hello, my name is Sunmin and I'm doctoral candidate in the criminology program at the University of Texas at Dallas. Today, I'm going to present my study on the impact of transitioning to a single-parent household on juvenile arrest. Using propensity score matching analysis, this study examines how changes in family structure affect juvenile behavior. Changes in family structure during adolescence can significantly impact juvenile lives in negative ways. Previous studies have investigated how family transition affect teenagers' overall well-being, mental health, and delinquent behavior. However, there's been little research examining how these transitions significantly related to interaction with the criminal justice system, especially juvenile arrest. This study is grounded in two major criminological theories. First, the general theory of a crime explained how parent supervision is crucial in developing self-control. When a family transitions to a single-parent structure, there is often a reduction in monitoring, which can lead to lower self-control and increased delinquent behavior. Second, according to a general strain theory, when a positive stimulus like parents is removed and negative changes occur in the family structure, the resulting strain can trigger negative emotions and potentially lead to delinquency. These theoretical perspectives help us understand the mechanism linking family transition to juvenile behavior. Previous research provides strong evidence for the relationship between family structure and juvenile delinquency. Looking at empirical tests first, meta-analyses show that single-parent households have a 10 to 15% higher delinquency rate. Studies have consistently found significantly lower delinquent behaviors in two-parent households, and these effects remain consistent across different samples and time periods. When we look at family and authoritative offenses, the research shows a concerning pattern. Studies have found increased truancy rate among youth from single-parent households. Research has also revealed a higher risk of running away from home and identified elevated substance use as a coping mechanism among these youth. Looking at environmental impact evidence, research has revealed several important findings about juvenile delinquency. Studies comparing adopted and biological children show similar delinquency patterns, suggesting that environment plays a crucial role. Environmental stress has been identified as a key factor in behavioral outcomes. Also, longitudinal studies have consistently shown that environmental factors are primary drivers of juvenile behavior rather than biological factors. Based on the theoretical framework and previous research findings I've just discussed, I propose the following hypothesis. Adolescents who experience a transition to a single-parent household will have a higher likelihood of juvenile arrest compared to those who remain in two-parent households. This hypothesis directly tests the relationship between family structure transition and juvenile justice system contact, addressing the research gap we identified earlier. For this study, I used data from the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth 97 with an initial sample of about 9,000 youth aged 12 to 16 at wave 1. As you can see in the diagram, Through several sampling steps focused on identifying stable family structures, I arrived at my final sample of 1,523 youth. Among these, about 9% were in single-parent household and 91% remained in two-parent household throughout the study period. Dependent variable is juvenile arrest, measured from wave 3 to 6, coded as a simple yes or no. The main independent variable is the transition to single-parent families, measured at wave 2, where about 9% of the sample experienced this transition. To ensure robust analysis, I included 50 pre-treatment control variables measured at wave 1, covering various aspects like parental background, demographics, household structure, education, and other relevant factors that might influence juvenile behavior. For my analytical strategy, I employed propensity score matching to compare treatment and control group at wave 2. After testing various matching methods and bandwidth test, kernel density matching with 0.03 bandwidth was chosen based on the lowest standardized bias value. The matching process incorporated 50 pre-treatment covariates. To ensure the quality of matching, I conducted balance checks requiring both the absolute standardized bias to be less than 20 and the absolute t-test value to be less than 1.96. For statistical analysis, I used two different models. First, I used a Cox proportional hazard model to examine the time to first arrest from wave 3 to 6. Also, I used a mixed effect logistic regression model, which included fixed effect for wave and treatment, using wave 3 as a reference category, and random effect to account for random intercept variance and interclass correlation. The table shows the balance statistics before and after matching. Looking at the unmatched samples, there were significant differences between single parents and two parents groups across many covariates, as indicated by the t-test value and standardized bias. However, after applying propensity score matching, these differences were substantially reduced. The matched sample showed no statistically significant differences, with all standardized bias value falling below 20 and t-test values below 1.96, confirming successful matching. The Cox proportional hazard model result revealed a significant relationship between family structure and juvenile arrest. According to analysis, youth from single-parent family have 87% higher hazard of arrest compared to youth from two-parent families. This difference is statistically significant, indicating a substantially higher risk of arrest for youth who experience the transition to a single-parent household. The mixed effect logistic regression model result further support the impact of family structure on juvenile arrest. Across all waves, youth from single-parent family show about 3 times higher odds of arrest compared to youth from two-parent families, and this difference is highly significant. Also, the significant random intercept variance and the intraclass correlation value indicate that 50% of the total variance in arrest likelihood can be attributed to between individual differences. Let me summarize the key findings of this study. First, juveniles who transitioned to single-parent families demonstrated significantly higher risk of arrest compared to those who remained in two-parent families. This was consistently shown in both the hazard model and the logistic regression result. Second, this study found substantial variation in arrest likelihood between juveniles, indicating that while family structure is important, other individual factors also play a significant role in juvenile arrest outcomes. Moving to the implications of this study, the findings highlight two important points. First, transitioning to single-parent household present a significant risk factor that extend beyond previously documented effect on adolescent well-being, mental health, and delinquency. It also significantly increases the risk of juvenile arrest. Second, substantial individual variation in arrest risk indicate that we need to take a more comprehensive approach when identifying youth at risk for justice system involvement, looking beyond family structure alone. Let me acknowledge two key limitations of this study. First, despite using propensity score matching with numerous covariates, this study cannot completely rule out potential bias from unobserved confounders that might influence both family structure and youth arrest. Second, by using a dichotomous measure of family structure like simply single-parent or two-parent household, this study may oversimplify the complex and diverse nature of modern family arrangements. In conclusion, this study demonstrates that transitioning to single-parent household has a significant impact on youth arrest risk, even after accounting for pre-existing differences between families. These findings have important practical implications for developing support systems for families experiencing these transitions and implementing strategy to prevent youth arrest. Thank you for watching my presentation.